Hi guys, today we're gonna make something really fun. Doesn't everybody want a cute paintbrush necklace or paintbrush charms? Well, if you do, come on, let's get started. So we're gonna start with these little resin paintbrushes. I have these, so we're gonna just paint them up, and I'm gonna show you how I did them. But any little pieces you have, you can paint up and make into something really fun. So I'm gonna paint these with a vintage linen, and this is my DIY paint. And I may have to do a couple coats over this. And I'm painting the handle part. And if it goes over the brushes, I'm not worried. I'm gonna repaint the bristles in color. I would normally also paint the back, but I'm gonna put these on something so my back will not be showing. But if you're not, you might wanna paint the backs too. So I'm just putting another coat on, and then I'm just gonna let these dry, and then we'll paint the bristles. So these are dry, so I'm gonna start painting the bristles, and I'm gonna do all different colors. I'm gonna start with my Apothecary. I'm just painting the bristles of the brush in different colors. I think we'll do another one with Summer Crush. And this is a really pretty orange. I love this one. So I'm gonna paint each of the bristles in a different color, and I may have to do 2 coats on these. Okay, so we're gonna let these dry, and then we're going to seal these. So now I'm gonna seal these, and I'm just using my polyacrylic crystal clear. I'm gonna seal over the top of these. I don't want the colored paint to smear, so I'm gonna do all this white first. Then I'm gonna real quickly, without overworking it, seal the color. Okay, and without overworking this, I am just gonna coat these real quick over the color. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. So these are dry, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm using, this is the one time you really wanna use your DIY paint. I am using a little black dress, and I'm just gonna go over the whole thing and cover this, put a coat on here, and then when it dries, then we're gonna wipe it back with a baby wipe. Okay, so this is mostly dry, so I'm just gonna start rubbing back with a baby wipe, just lightly, and you can take as much or as little off as you would like. So you don't want to rub too hard, even though it's sealed. If you rub too hard, you can rub that sealer layer and then your white paint off. I am going to put a little bit of distressing on all of these, just a little bit. It gives it just a little bit of warmth to the white, but you can use whatever colors you would like. And then I'm gonna get my sealer. Okay, we're gonna let these dry. I'm gonna put some of these on here. Put 1 coat of off-white paint, because I'm gonna be decoupaging on this also. And this is just a square of metal, but you could put a piece of wood or anything you would like, or nothing at all. So for this little metal piece that I'm gonna put some of those paintbrushes, I think I'm going to use this piece of black, and I'm gonna decoupage over this. This is from my Roycycle paper, and this is a journaling project block. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna cut through the middle of the glasses, but that's okay. Every little bit of this will be used eventually. And I love this because it has so much interest in this. I've been able to use this for so many fun projects. And this is dark, but I wanted any of this light to be able to show through, so that's why I painted this metal white. So now all I'm gonna do is just put some decoupage medium on here. So I'll let this dry on here, and we'll sand the edges off. So this is dry on here, so I'm just gonna sand the edges off, and I'm just using an emery board, any small piece of sandpaper, or you could just cut it off. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of a sealer over the top of this. I'm using my same sealer and just going over this real quick. So I'm just gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna put our paintbrushes on. So my piece of metal is dry, and I sealed it, and that's dry, and my brushes are all dry. So I'm gonna pick 3 of these, and I am going to put them on here, and I'll use these for something else, maybe a charm or something else for those pieces. So I'm gonna use my Titan Bond, quick and thick, to glue these onto this. Start with my center one. I'm gonna take my paintbrush, and this paper's been sealed, so I'm just taking my paintbrush and just getting the excess off. I'm gonna let these dry on here, then we'll take a look. So I hope you thought this was fun. You can see on this one I added some jump rings, and we can make this into a necklace. These I just put little holes through, and you could hang them on a chain, but also you could just take these and put them onto a book cover or onto anything flat and just use them as embellishments or charms. So you can see how we did these paintbrushes made out of resin, but you could use any mold you have, use the same idea and the concept, and turn any mold into a fun charm or necklace. Hope you guys give this a try, but whatever you do, have fun.